Look at me, huh? Like a fucking Aldi version of Roy Keane. Huh? Do you ever get out of the shower, look at yourself in the mirror, and get back in the fucking shower? Thinking to yourself, I must have got off at the wrong stop. My father was waiting for me naked in the rain in the last one. Poor old dad, the big soft Mickey on him. Look at that. Huh? The big, bald head in me. I don't mind going bald. That's how I explain continental drift to the children. I tell them all these countries used to be stuck together. Then they slowly drifted apart. You can get transplants now. Could you be bothered? Could you be bothered getting a fucking hair transplant? You tried it, it didn't work out. Try something else, Tom. You can transplant anything now. Anything. There was a fella a year and a half ago in England had a face transplant. He had no face. No face. And there was a two-faced fucker living down the road. If I was going to get something transplanted on the top of my head, I'd get a hand. Huh? That'd come in useful, wouldn't it? Oh, you'd appreciate an extra fucking hand, all right. Do you know when you're on the bus that they send you to bring you from the plane to the terminal? And you're wobbling all over the place because you have a child in one hand and a suitcase in the other. You'd fucking love a little hand then, wouldn't you? To grab onto the plastic strap. I'm getting older now anyway, do you know? There's a few things you realise when you hit your 40s. Do you know? One of them is that 17-year-old girls no longer want to fuck you. They might have to, but they don't want to. I'm at the age now, I couldn't be having sex with a 17-year-old anyway because they're on a completely different energy supply source, aren't they? It's completely different. And God bless them, and we're great to live in a world that has them for all their enthusiasm and everything. Two 17-year-old girls haven't seen each other for a few days. It's like New Year's Eve in a drag queen, cocaine-filled prison cell in Mexico. It's like, oh my God! I didn't even know you were coming! We're so excited! I couldn't be having sex with that. I wouldn't have the hand-eye coordination. Fucking hurt myself. It'd be like trying to fuck a salmon. Where are you? I'm at the age now, I would rather fuck a sofa. There's no sudden movements. You can have a snooze halfway through if you want. I'm just taking 5 pets. Watch whatever you want on telly. Go on. There's bad bastards out there, isn't there? There's men out there and women who would take advantage of you. Telling you stories about yourself that they want you to believe is true for your money. We've been hypnotized. Men have been hypnotized by business, medicine business, into thinking there's something wrong with us. And there's not. There's no such thing as erectile dysfunction. Dysfunction? What type of a word is that anyway? Like your cock wasn't reared right. You get older, You're not supposed to have a fucking relentless oak horn till the day you die. I'm 45. I get one horn a day, usually before lunch. And if you're not on it, you have to wait till tomorrow. And that's the way it's supposed to be. It's God's way of trying to direct your attention to other shit. You've been offered an opportunity to change from Luke Skywalker into Obi-Wan Kenobi. But men aren't the only people who suffer from this cultural misinformation. Women have been hypnotized as well. Sometimes you be with your woman and your flaccidness would knock her sideways like, and she wouldn't understand what's happening, and she'd panic. And it comes out kind of like she's angry. I've been pulling it and poking it and stretching it. I must have cleaned it 5 times. What's going on? Gotta be honest with her, lads. There's nothing going on, love. Nothing. It's supposed to be happening. I'm an old man. An old man looking at an old woman. It's a no-win situation. It's like a boat with no sails in a place with no wind. Heading to a country that doesn't seem worth the fucking effort anymore. If I was a doctor and a fella came in to me saying he had erectile dysfunction, I'd have to see a photograph of his wife. Before an accurate diagnosis could be made. Just to see what he was working with, like. He'd slide the photograph across. I'd have a look. Well now, John, in all fairness, all the drugs in the world aren't going to help you there, man. Of course, if you're involved in a romantic relationship with somebody, I suppose you have to kind of make an effort every now and again. And even though I'm coming to terms with me soft Mickey, my missus has to come to terms with it as well. Any partner of a soft Mickey man has to come to terms with it. Maybe the person you're with has got years of riding left in them. Maybe they're only getting into the stride of their riding. I was talking to my wife on the phone the other night. What are you at, says I. Oh, she says, I'm watching The Affair. Have you seen it? It's on the Skybox. Set in America. Having an affair. What's it like, says I. Oh, she says, they're all throwing each other up against fridges and riding away. I knew what she was saying to me. Even though she wasn't saying it straight out, she was still fucking saying it to me. She was saying, I'd love you to throw me up against a fridge one day and ride me. Oh, they love that. The women, they love being thrown up against fridges and road. It was the last thing my father said to me when I left the house at 17. But it has to be a surprise, Tom, he said. And don't do it too often, she'll develop anxiety. So even though that's what my wife wants, I don't know if I'd be up for it anymore. Without doubt, I could throw her up against a fridge. But there's no guarantee there'd be a ride at the end of it. It'd end up just being assault. I'd have her pinned against the Zanussi. And she'd be there with the big flirty head in her. What are you gonna do to me now, Tommy Tiernan? And I'd be there. Fuck off! But let that be a warning to you. No matter what shape your body's in, we can still give and receive comfort, can't we? That's one of the wonders of being made flesh, like. The comfort, the non-threatening comfort we can give one another if we want. A woman, good God, a woman. If she wants to now, nobody forcing her into it. Out of pure goodness, this is coming. A woman can get you to lie down on the flat of your back and out of pure generosity, take off her clothes and lower her knockers onto your face. Oh, it's one of the most healing ceremonies we have. And to lie there and to feel the weight of them. Oh my God, to feel the clammy goodness of them moving across your face. It feels like being forgiven, doesn't it, lads? Because there isn't a bad bone in a boob. And just the smell of the flesh and the freckles. And you're there, oh my God, Nuala, oh my God. I feel like a calf, I do. I feel like a young calf. I can't do the same for her. Say she's had a hard week with the kids. I can't say to her, lie you down on the flat of your back. I've got a treat in store for you. And I take off all my clothes and stand astride of her head and lower myself slowly down like that, dropping a ball either side of her nose. There you go now, Pat. There you go. You've had such a hard week with the kids. This'll see you right in no time. There you go, Pat. Feel the weight of them on your eyes. Feel the prickly tenderness. They're like Soviet Kiwis. Feel it. Feel it. Stop crying, Pet. You do deserve it. Yes, you do. It's been a pleasure talking to you over the last little while, everybody. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Good night. We are a country full of lunatics.